If the state pension goes up, does that automatically mean you are better off? Most people would say yes, but in real life, it depends.
Because better off isn't just about the headline number, it's whether you're on the old state pension or the new state pension, and your national insurance contributions, and what other income you have in retirement.
And here's the trap. What sounds like good news in a headline can play out very differently once tax rules, thresholds, and admin kick in.
So, in this video, we're going to cut through the noise and explain what the latest changes to state pensions could mean for you in plain English, and what to check now so you don't get caught out later.
Are we quietly moving towards a world where the state pension looks generous on paper but feels less fair in real life? Let's take a few minutes to think about that. Hi, I'm Steve, and thanks for joining me today. Today, I'd like to do something slightly different. Rather than simply explaining the latest state pension changes, I want to walk you through what they might actually mean for you and for the future of retirement in the UK. So here's the headline. From April 26, the full new state pension is expected to rise by 4.8% to around £12,548. That's just £22 below the current personal allowance. At the same time, the government has promised that pensioners whose only income is the new state pension won't pay income tax, as it nudges over that line at least until July 2029. On the surface, this sounds reassuring. However, once you look at it a little more closely, some important questions start to appear. Who really benefits? First, we need to be honest about who actually receives that neat headline figure. In reality, the UK still runs two systems, the old state pension and the new flat rate pension, introduced in 2016. More than 8 million people are still on the old system, and their payments are often noticeably lower. So while the headlines suggest that everyone wins, many older pensioners don't feel like winners at all. Instead, they see rising costs, a lot of political noise, and a pension that hasn't kept pace. That's not just a technical issue, it's a question of perceived fairness between different groups of retirees. Next, let's turn to tax. Yes, if your only income is the new state pension, you won't pay income tax as it edges above the frozen personal allowance. That's clearly designed to remove paperwork and worry for people on lower incomes. But here's the catch. As soon as you have even a modest private pension on top, things change. You will be taxed, and from 2027, you will be brought into HMRC's simple assessment system. It should be easier than a full tax return, but it's still extra admin at a time in life when many people would rather have less complexity, not more. Meanwhile, workers on similar income levels will continue to pay both income tax and national insurance. So when you compare the different groups side by side, it's easy to see why some may feel the rules are starting to tilt away from them. Think ahead. Is the triple lock sustainable? Now, let's zoom out. The triple lock has already cost far more than originally expected and is expected to cost billions by 2030. At the same time, the state pension age is set to rise to 67 by 2028, with 68 planned for the 2040s, and there's only more pressure to move faster. Because of this, you'll hear more ideas like smoothed earnings links or even possible means testing in the future for state pensions. None of that is confirmed, but the direction of travel is clear. The system is getting more expensive and governments will keep looking to ways to control the bill. So the real question becomes, how wise is it really? How wise is it to rely on the state pension as the backbone of your retirement planning? Our view, what should you do? From our perspective, the message is straightforward. The state pension is important and will remain a valuable foundation. However, it is unlikely to be enough on its own, and it certainly shouldn't be your only strategy. Think of rising energy bills and council tax. Instead, you need to consider state pensions plus workplace pensions, personal pensions, ISAs, and other savings working together. You also need to understand how much your income really is on and how much you're on track to receive after tax. That's exactly where proper independent planning becomes essential. It's not about reacting to one budget speech. It's about stress testing your retirement against several future potential changes. So, if you're wondering, will I be one of the winners or one of the people left behind by these changes? That's a very sensible question to ask. At Heathcote Financial Planning, our job is to help you answer the state pension questions with confidence. We'll look at your full picture, not just one pension, and build a retirement plan that doesn't live or die on the latest announcements from Westminster. If you'd like to explore what this state pension shake-up means for you and your retirement, get in touch and let's talk it through properly. We have cash flow models. Your future deserves more than headline thinking.